going on, guys? Welcome back to Chop Toys. This is another custom that I never really finished. I got to this point and I kind of liked it. I don't know. It's kind of like the ratty shop truck. This is kind of a bastardized project mixed of parts. As I mentioned before, those old blue 58 pickups were so common, and this was based off of one of those. And it took a little work to get this 65 cab on here. They're slightly different, but the big faux pas with this is it's got the Nylant wheels on it that say Ford, but the 65 Tonka was it was supposed to be a Chevy cab. So, but there's no Chevy hubcaps out there, and this just looked right the way it was sitting, so I just went with it for now. Like I said, this was something I never really finished. I had the bed, I had the fenders laying around. They were, I guess they'd been sandblasted and painted, and they're not even fully attached all the way. But this was an all original cab, a 65. It had a nice tan color and a white roof. I believe that was a dump truck setup that they had. It came in those colors. The stickers all faded out. That's the original windshield. It's in pretty good shape. The grill is not bad. It's got a couple little bends, and it's pretty hazy. It could use to be polished and a little bit of straightening done. I've drilled the rivets out. The 65, 63, 64 had this one-piece grill bumper with 4 headlights, and the sides are straight. So this one went back to 2 headlights, and it has the newer Tonka word logo on it, and the sides angle in, and the bumper's got a little bit more detail to it. And but the main thing that you can tell them apart is the roof. Other than a few of the body lines are different, the roof line is designed to be like a 65, 64 Chevy pickup. They have that overhang on the back with the big back windows, and this lip on the front that hangs out, and that ridge across the top. And it's pretty cool. And they had a one-piece window that went all the way around instead of just in the front. This was the first body style of that. Really kind of closes off the inside, so made them a little more durable instead of kind of just being popped in with tabs and wedged between the roof. It's actually one solid piece all the way around, and it stays underneath the roof. And they're harder to break. I've still seen plenty of them broken, but again, this was a 58 cab. The fenders are 63, and there's a difference in them, and it's this lip around the outside here. The 50 all the way back to the round trucks, they were flat, and until 62 or 3 or 4, somewhere in that area, and they started putting this lip on them. And those are typically in better condition because they're not as old. And but they still mount the same way with the 3 tabs. You got one down here into the frame, one back here into the frame, and then one into the bedside. This being an original frame and bed, the bed has not been removed. It's all still pop riveted with the original, or riveted with the original rivets. It does have the good tailgate mounts still attached to the thing. That's just a pin that runs through and back out, and it's just wet pinned between the frame and the bed. And then it's loose and rattly. That's just how they are. But both ends of it are far enough out to still mount a tailgate if I wanted. We've got all of our holes for tailgate chains. And that was another change also in the 62 to 63 era, is they still had these tabs, but they didn't have holes, and they never came with chains, as they figured most people were losing their chains anyway, so they just didn't bother putting them on. This fender's trying to fall off on me. Let me flip it over here. You can see a little bit in the bottom. Now up front, to mount it to this cab, I did have to do a little clearancing. You can see about where that hole is. It probably went out another 10 millimeter past that, and you have to cut it back for that grill that sets further back into the body. Really, that was the only change needed to make that cab fit this older frame. Everything else on it's stock. I've cut the tabs off because there was another worn out one, and I've mounted these cool Nylant wheels and tires to it. But yeah, it's a cool truck. I don't know if I'll ever finish it or paint it, or I'm probably more likely to take it apart and use it for parts for something else. But I don't know. We'll just have to see what the channel brings. I would like to do a short bed with that cab. I think that might be cool. This might be a candidate for that. We'll just have to see. But anyways, I appreciate you guys checking out the channel and checking out this video. This is kind of just a side project. My other channel is RC Everyday. I build scale RC cars from scratch, and I build art crawlers and kits and stuff like that. And I don't know, this is something I've done for a long time with these Tonka trucks and other kinds of toys, Hot Wheels and things like that. And I just thought I'd start up another channel just to show it. You know, I'm not making any money or anything off of this, so I just figured, what the hey. Everybody's enjoying the YouTube RC every day, so I figured I might as well share something else that I'm passionate about. And yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed it. I'll see y'all in the next one.